I have a very interesting story to tell you. In today's conversation, I want to share with you how to get a high limit EIN only BMO Harris Bank business credit card with bad or fair credit. Don't go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation. I guarantee it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome City Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous. If you were to ask me, if you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's discussion, I want to explain to you how to get a BMO Harris Bank business credit card with EIN only, a high limit at that, even if you have a bad or fair credit. Okay, so we're talking about a business credit card that has a maximum credit limit of $500,000. The first thing you need to do is to get your act together. Let me just kind of give you, I would say, a background about BMO. So BMO Harris Bank is a U.S. subsidiary of Canada's Bank of Montreal, and they have their headquarters in Chicago, okay? And one thing I want to say here is that BMO Harris, the Canadian parent company, is a biggie in Canada. I mean, they're actually number 4 in the top 5 banks in Canada, and they are even ahead of a Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, and but they are behind Royal Bank of Canada, number 1, Toronto Dominion Bank, number 2, and Bank of Nova Scotia, number 3. So this is kind of cool. And BMO Harris will actually check the following elements when you are trying to apply for a high limit EIN only business credit card. So they check their EIN. That makes that's pure logic, right? So make sure you get your EIN. Go to the IRS website, get it, no problem. You want to keep the confirmation letter. It's important also that you have that you set up your company as a corporation or an LLC or LP. Do not remain a sole proprietorship. Very important. You want to take care of things like licenses and permits. You want to set up your accounting. This is important. The whole idea here is to set up and run a legit company, a company that is companies whose operations are divorced from your personal affairs. Okay. And what about business plan? Big decision time here. Big decision time. Do you currently have a business plan? Do you have an updated one? If you have a business plan, when was the last time you updated that business plan? A business plan is a navigational tool, folks. It is a GPS. It is your operational GPS, not just to get money from a lender or to get a high limit business credit card, but you do need to have this to help yourself in running your business. So think about having that, okay? You want to work on your business credit, your trade lines. This is important. And one thing I also want to say here is please try to open a business bank account, either a BMO Harris or another bank. You need to have a business bank account. You need to have a business checking accounts, a business savings account, and other accounts. Very, very important. Step number 1, get your act together. Step number 2, you want to know BMO's 2 business credit cards. So the whole conversation today is about how to get a BMO Harris EIN only high limit business credit card. Now, BMO only has 2 business credit cards as of the date of this show. So they basically have the BMO Harris Business Platinum Rewards Mastercard. And then they have the BMO Harris Business Platinum Mastercard. So what I'm going to do is basically just go through each of them so you can understand the pros and cons of each and the credit score needed, all that kind of good stuff. Okay, let's first start with the BMO Harris Business Platinum Rewards Mastercard. So the maximum limit here is $500,000. The FICO they want, minimum FICO is 670, but they could go as low as a 545 if you have a strong application and you have a multi-product relationship with BMO Harris. I will explain the whole concept of multi-product relationship later on. And the decision speed on this card is 3 days, okay? So here with this card, you get rewarded for your everyday purchases. Your points will not expire and you can use them for what you really want. Gift cards, cash, travel, and more, okay? And you have a $0 annual fee. You can earn 1.5 points for every dollar spent. And your points do not expire. One thing we love with this card is that the APR will oscillate between 15.24% and 24.24% variable, and this is based on your credit worthiness. and you have a 0% intro APR on purchases for 9 months from the date of account opening. So this is kind of cool. You can get approved in seconds. You can verify your ID with a selfie. And you can manage your card online. Fantastic. The second credit card is the BMO Harris Business Platinum Mastercard. The maximum limit on this card is $350,000. The FICO required here is a 690 minimum, but BMO can go as low as 570 with a strong application and a multi-product relationship with BMO Harris. And the decision speed here is 3 days, okay? And the APR here will oscillate between 11.24% and 20.24% variable based on your credit worthiness. And you have a 0% intro APR on purchases for 18 months from date of account opening. This is kind of cool if you have a small business and you're just trying to basically reduce your interest expense and also track and manage your expenses, your operational expenses better. And you have the same benefits with this card. You can get approved in seconds. You can verify your ID with the selfie. You can manage your card online, and you can get even more perks with your business card from BMO. Okay, you have shopping benefits, travel benefits, and additional benefits. Wonderful. The third thing you need to do is to check out. You need to check out your business credit score, right? I mean, if you want to get a high limit EIN only business credit card from BMO Harris, you gotta have an idea of your business credit score. This is important, and as I can show you, as I'm actually showing you on the screen right now, it's important to have both your personal credit score and business credit score. Both those two are important, and this is courtesy of NAV, by the way. This snapshot is courtesy of NAV. But one thing I want to say here is that when it comes to getting a business loan or a business credit card with EIN only from BMO or another institution, it's important to have both credit score in top shape. But in today's conversation, I want to quickly focus on the business credit. Okay, so business credit there are several factors that determine your business credit score. So you have your payment history, the age of your credit history. Big decision time here, very big decision time. Let me ask you a question. How old is the credit history of your business? In other words, how long have you been maintaining a business credit score? This is important. Do you even have a business credit score? You got to. This is a topic for another day, but I just want to quickly draw your attention to that. So another factor that is important for your business credit score is the debt and debt usage, the industry risk, the company size. One thing I want to see also is that, and I just want to show you on the screen that there are score ranges. You can see on the screen here for Dun & Bradstreet Paydex is from 0 to 100. From IntelliScore Plus from Experian is from 0 to 100. The FICO Liquid Credit Small Business Scoring Service the range is from 0 to 300, and the Equifax Business Delinquency Risk Score is from 224 to 580. So this is the band, the interval that those scores actually go by. And I want to show you also on the screen, you can see the IntelliScore Plus from Experian. You can see the risk classes here from risk class number 1 being very high risk, with risk class number 5, which is low risk. And as a small business, you really want to be around risk 4 or risk 5. That should be the target. And I want to show you also on the screen, you can see the FICO Liquid Credit Small Business Scoring Service. And here we're going from 100 to 200. And again, so those three business credit scores are barometers that lenders and credit card issuers use when actually granting or when actually issuing or approving business credit cards applications across the country. Now, it's important to check your credit score because you know the thing is mistakes happen, right? Credit scores change. You want to know the reason why your credit score is changing, at least when it's changing from good to worse, right? And fraud can occur. Fraudulent transactions can actually, can actually decrease your credit score. So you really want to think about it. And another reason why you want to check your credit score is because it will affect your financing possibilities. You can get better financing if you have a higher business credit score. The fourth step is that I want you to check out BMO's loans, business loans, that is. BMO has a catalog of business loans, and this constellation of loans is good, but you need to know exactly which one it is. And the reason why, this show is about business credit cards, but if you don't get approved for any reason for BMO BMO's high limit business credit card, at least you can get a loan if you qualify for that particular loan. So there are 5 business funding products when we speak about BMO's lending products. You have business loans and lines, business real estate loans, government loans, SBA loans that is, overdraft protection, and leasing. Let me just dissect each of these funding solutions real quick. So we have the business loans and lines. So here you have line of credit amounts from 10,000 to 1 million, loan amounts from 100,000 to a million. You can choose a fixed rate term loan or variable rate revolving line of credit. You can use multiple options for collateral, and you get a 0.25 rate discount with automatic payments from a BMO Harris business checking account. And we have the business real estate loans. Here you have loan amounts from 25 grand to $1 million. Then you have the government loans, the SBA loans. So BMO is a preferred SBA lender. So they support a variety of SBA programs. This is kind of cool. And we have the overdraft protection. So this is kind of cool. You have business overdraft protection up to $10,000. No collateral required and no advance fees. So you only pay interest when you utilize the overdraft protection. Another lending product that you might find interesting with BMO is the leasing. So with this, you can avoid large capital outlays with the lease that provides 100% financing for the equipment you need. This is kind of cool because let's say you're a small business, you're a startup or an established business, and you need to lease computers, telephone systems, office furniture. You don't have to buy those. You can lease them. And BMO can help you with that. Even soft costs like maintenance plans and warranties, they can actually fund that for you. They also have specialty financing at BMO. So if you are in the dental industry or you are in the trucking industry, BMO can help you out. So they have a dental practice financing program where you can get financing to establish your own practice, invest in new equipment, or purchase commercial real estate. Okay. So if you have a question about that, you just contact them at 1-833-276-6017, or you can email practice.health@bmo.com. They also have a trucking financing, and this is kind of cool because they have the BMO Transportation Finance section, which is really good, and they are one of the largest commercial truck finance companies in North America. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back right after this. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sturdy Kiwi Show. I'm still having a conversation with you about how to get a high-limit, EIN only business credit card from BMO Harris Bank with a bad or fair credit. Step number 5, you need to establish a relationship with BMO. This is what I'm talking about when I said earlier that you need to establish a multi-product relationship with BMO. In other words, you need to open several accounts with them. You need to do business with them on several fronts. Okay, this is going to help you a lot if you have a bad or fair credit, because it's going to it's going to mitigate the negative criterion that your bad or fair credit reflects. Okay, so you want to open a business checking accounts. And you can see the bank accounts that BMO has on the screen. So they have a BMO digital business checking. They have the BMO simple business checking. Now, big decision time here. Big decision time. Where do you currently bank? Who is your bank right now? Do you bank at BMO? If not, you better switch your business bank account to BMO right now, because this is where you want to have the high limits business credit card. So you need to bring some of your moolah, some of your cash to BMO before you can request a loan. Okay. You also have the BMO Premium Business Checking. You have the BMO Elite Business Checking. Now, all those accounts have a minimum requirements for deposits, and you also have the checking accounts for businesses with unique needs. So they have a business checking analyzed, and they have the nonprofit small business checking. Besides business checking accounts, they also have business savings accounts, as you can see on the screen. And they have 2 great accounts. So business savings and business prime money market accounts. And the cool thing here is that you can actually open a business prime money market account or a business savings account in 3 simple steps. Okay, so you want to check that you are eligible. So corporations, S&C, and limited liability corporations can open this account online. Otherwise, you can apply at a branch. Either way, I want you to really forget about the sole proprietorship thing. If you want to get a high limit EIN only business credit card from BMO, you better have you better have an LLC or an S corp or C corp. Okay, so the first step is to check that you're eligible. Second step, you have to apply in minutes, get approved in seconds. And the third step, you need to verify your ID with the selfie. So what I mean by when I say you need to establish a multi-product relationship with BMO, I'm saying you need to have at least a business checking account, a business savings account, and you need to also have other. You need to hire BMO for other services that your business needs. Speaking of services, step number 6, you need to check out the bank's services. Okay, BMO has a great constellation of services, and I'm sure as a small business, if you want to do business with BMO, if you want them to be your lender of choice, it might be great also to have to establish a mutually beneficial relationship with them. What I'm trying to say here is that they have a constellation of services. Why don't you just go in those services and see what applies to your business and hire BMO to take care of that for you? So in terms of business services, they have card payment services. So this is the service that allows you to accept card payments anytime, anywhere. They have payroll processing. So payroll processing, filing taxes, and handling HR functions take time and money away from running your business. So you can actually explore simple, cost-effective options from paychecks in collaboration with BMO. You also have remote deposit. Let me ask you a question. Do you understand remote deposit? Do you understand the benefits of remote deposit on your company's bottom line right now? Big decision time. Big decision time. I want you to talk to me right now. Talk to me. Do you know how remote deposit can help you? It can help you a lot, because the service can simplify your check handling process and access incoming cash sooner when you deposit customer checks directly from your office. Think about that. The time you're saving, you make fewer trips to the bank, and you eliminate deposit slips and endorsement stamps. Fantastic. You can lower your cost by eliminating nightly courier runs and costly expedited shipments to make cutoff deadlines. And also, BMO also offers cash management services. This is a service that allows you to streamline the process of initiating, tracking, and reporting payments made by your business. So BMO has a cash management department that will help you boost your efficiency and make doing business easier. So folks, you heard what I just said. This is how you establish a multi-product relationship with BMO Harris. Okay, so you open up a business checking account, a business savings account, and you hire them for at least one of their services. They have 5 services, and I'm going to repeat them real quick, and I really want you to think deep here because you're going to need them. Okay, so they have actually they have 4 services. So they have a card payment services, they have payroll processing, they have remote deposit, and they have cash management services. Step number 7, folks. We are still having a conversation today about how to get a high limit EIN only business credit card from BMO Harris Bank if you have bad or fair credit. Okay, so step number 7, you need to contact a BMO Harris banker and apply. You can see on the screen how you contact them. So you can have them contact you, or you can contact them, or you can visit them if you are in a vicinity. I mean, BMO Harris is a national player. They are a national lender, but they're not present in the whole United States. They are concentrated on certain areas of the country, but no matter where you live, they'll take care of you, okay? But if you are in a state where you have a lot of BMO branches, why don't you just take one afternoon or one morning and just go to the branch and just have a conversation, okay? And this will help you a lot, because then BMO will tell you more about the car that you are interested in, and will let you know if you fulfill the conditions to get the card. Remember, having bad or fair credit is not an impediment, is not an obstacle. They will not deny your application if you have a strong application package and you have a multi-product relationship with them. And the cool thing here also is that before you go to the branch and talk to a BMO banker, please check out the business tools and calculators that they have on their website. It is fantastic. You can use that to check out your credit card, the APR, the payment terms. You can also use it for business loans. Also, for example, you can use the calculator to check out what term should your loan be, what might your loan payment be. You can compare the cost and savings of a loan and line of credit, and even with credit cards. So you want to ask yourself, what do you need the extra capital for? How much money are you looking for in terms of your credit card limits? What does your credit profile look like? If you remember, I was telling you earlier to check your business credit score. Obviously, you got to check your personal credit score also, right? And how quickly do you want the card? The decision speed is 3 days. Sometimes it goes to 5 days. But you got to ask yourself, basically, how quickly you need the card, okay? And you need to ask BMO if they are present in your industry. In other words, have they issued credit cards, business credit cards to other businesses in your industry? And what are the, what kind of rates are you looking at? Okay. And another thing that's also important with BMO also is that you want to ask them whether or not you can actually, you will get better rates just by banking more with them. Okay. This is very important. So after you do all this, you need to apply, okay? Now, one thing I want to say here is that it is better to apply at a branch, but you can also do it online if you want to. But our recommendation is to do it at a branch. And here is how things look like if you were to go at a branch or do it over the phone or do it online. So first, you can see on the screen here, they are telling you before you begin, you can apply online if your business is a corporation, S or C, or a limited liability company registered in the United States. So you got to be an LLC. And even if you are a one-person business, don't forget, you can be a single member LLC. It's not a problem. And you can apply online if you are a business, you are an owner with the authority to make banking and credit decisions for this business. You are a U.S. citizen and at least 18 years old, okay? You got to be ready with a personal ID so they're sure it's you, okay? Your business registration information, your most recent business and personal tax returns, and for everyone who owns 25% or more of the business, the contact info, the date of birth, and the social security number. And they're asking if you already have a business account with them. If not, you can just continue as a new customer. So look on the screen here. So they're asking you, so this is for the new Business Platinum Mastercard, right? We are applying for that. And you put your legal name, you put your DBA name, okay? You put the business name you want to have on the card, and your EIN, very important. Folks, all the info here is fictitious. So we're just putting a lot of stuff here just to show you too. This is for illustrative purposes, okay? And the next screenshot here, they want you to put your business entity type. Like I said, you gotta don't remain a sole proprietorship. You are going to, first of all, if you are a sole proprietorship, you couldn't even apply online anyway. You gotta go to a branch, but this is not good for you. You want to be incorporated. You have to put your annual sales, the date your business was founded, and you want to specify that your business was created in the United States, was incorporated in the United States. And you have to, so they're asking you if you are in some kind of industry that they don't operate in. So you have to click no for that. And they're asking you other questions about your activities. Again, these questions are just for them to comply with AML and other sort of regulatory directives. So normally you should click no, 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 no. If you click yes for any of those, then I think BMO Harris is not the bank. BMO Harris is not the bank for you. Next screenshot, they're still asking you other type of information. So here they're asking you if you're a foreign entity, no, and you have to put the business contact info, the phone number, the business address. You see the address that we put? That's just wonderful. And the next, so they're asking you just still the business address here. Then they put the personal info. You need to put your personal info, your first name, last name. Next, you have to put also your date of birth and your social. Your ownership percentage, your email address, your title. This is important. Next, you got to put your email address again, and you have to specify that your home address is the same as your business address, your phone number, all that kind of good stuff. Next, you have to put your financial info, your income, how much you're making, if you're making money from other sources, if you own or rent your house, that kind of stuff. You put the amount. Next, they're asking you if you want to provide additional business info. In other words, if this is for COVID, like basically, COVID, or if you make some money. Let's say you just want to tell them, hey, listen, I have a big order coming in, and I think my revenue will go from $250,000 a year to maybe $5 million a year. So this is the kind of stuff you can usually put in a business plan. Remember, I was telling you earlier, you need to have a business plan. Okay. So here, if you have additional info and disclosures, just put those. And same thing on the next thing, and you submit the application. So just hit submit. That's it. All right, folks, this is it for today's conversation. I was talking to you about how to get a high limit BMO Harris Bank EIN only business credit card with fair or bad credit. So step number one, you need to get your act together. Number two, you need to know BMO Harris's two business credit cards. So those are the BMO Harris Business Platinum Rewards Mastercard and the BMO Harris Business Platinum Mastercard. Number three, you need to check out your business credit score. Number four, you need to check out BMO's loans, business loans that is. Number five, you need to establish your relationship with BMO. Number six, you need to check out the bank's services. And number seven, you need to contact a BMO banker and apply. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.